Hey, what's up, guys? And what's up, Sussex Squad? Get in here. We have to talk. Ish is going down. We got to talk. First of all, they started off with a smear campaign with Meghan. You know how they basically exposed that they've been trying to step on Meghan and Harry's news cycle. Then the royal family went on this whole tirade against Meghan and Harry, thinking that they were doing Murdoch group bidding, putting in them in their place. Now, Sussex Squad, William is melting down because the Murdoch group is trying to settle with Harry, and they have offered him a fortune, staggering amount of money. This is even according to royal sources. But guess what? Part of what they're offering him is if Harry can let this go, they will cease their negative coverage of them or at least calm it down. And the royal family is in a meltdown. They never thought that Harry would push this to the issue. They never thought that those emails would be exposed. They never thought that the so-called evil empire that they do their bidding for, Rupert Murdoch, really wouldn't care and would say, guess what, royal family, we have you by the leash. You do what we say. And if it is more convenient to us, guess what? Harry will, in fact, not be the person we go after. Maybe we'll go after Andrew. Maybe we'll go after Beatrice. Maybe we'll go after Eugene. Maybe we'll go after Prince William and Kate Middleton. Maybe that's what we'll do. Or maybe we'll just find somebody else. Because just like Meghan and Harry made us a bunch of money, baby, we remember Diana and Fergie. We made money off of them, baby. We can make money off of everything. And if need be, we will make money off of you as opposed to watching our whole empire go down. You guys, this is staggering. This is life-changing. And it actually is unprecedented. I remember when Harry made a quote saying that they say when you fight dragons, you get burned. When you try to slay dragons, you get burned. But I don't think so. I'm slaying this dragon. If you guys don't know what brought this about, I think a couple of weeks ago, Harry was allowed to see evidence. Harry was allowed to see evidence from the palace communicating with the Murdoch group. Okay, Harry has always said, and this is why he literally fell out with his parents. Well, not his parents, his dad and his stepmom, and also William, because he found out that not only was the press going after him, which honestly he expected because he saw it with his mother. He expected that. But not only were they going after him, but they were doing it with the palace's permission. They were doing it with the palace's consent. They were doing it at the palace's bidding. Okay? And William's brother, Harry's brother, William, who he loves very, very much as they argue that is his brother. And even in the book Spare, he's very disappointed with his brother, but he loves his brother. They have been through everything together and they are brothers. You know, Harry is very family focused. That's another reason why he is so focused on him and Meghan's family. It's one of his more admirable qualities. It's family first. And because he was raised as a Spare, he was raised to see these people as his family, and they were raised to see him as a geese that they would fatten up for proverbial kill over and over and over again, as much as they needed every single time. He was nothing but a tool to keep the monarchy going. So that's where it comes from. But anyway, back to this whole thing, right? They never thought, when Harry actually sat down and listened to it, he realized he had the Murdoch group dead to rights. And I mean dead to rights, okay? Everybody knew it, except for the idiots that friend the British royal family. Because at the end of the day, they thought that that the Murdoch group really got off on torturing Harry instead of just seeing it as a way to make money. And also, in order to have some more of those secrets, right? They let Charles and William go crazy on Harry because, yeah, have your fun, as long as we can get what we want. So, where are we at? Well, let's talk about the meltdown. Let's talk about the fact that William and Charles, but especially William, is melting down. Because if Harry takes this settlement, again, sources are saying it's not just for an astronomical sum of money. It is a settlement and a promise that they will back off. Now, I assume this promise will be codified in some type of legal. I assume Harry is not just going to take their word for it. But again, what does this mean for the future of the royal family? What does this mean about what's been going on with William and Kate? William couldn't have been so arrogant as to believe that the Murdoch group needed the royal family. No, 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 no. The royal rota needs the royal family. Truth be told, Queen Elizabeth realized that they need the royal family needs the press. That's how they stay relevant. Queen Elizabeth said it herself. She became the first tabloid queen because she realized that was the future. The royal family needs the press to stay relevant. Murdoch Group is a kingmaker. They can make the country pay attention to anyone, politician, celebrity. They chose to keep the royal family in play because of what they represent, of course, white supremacy. But there are other ways now that you have Elon doing what seemed to be a Nazi salute, at least with my eyes, at the Republican convention, right? There's other ways, more mainstream ways, more smarter ways to keep white supremacy going. The royal family literally overestimated its own importance. Again, it is an institution. And William being dragged until he becomes king, or William even being dragged when he's king, does not take away from that institution. It is just a bump in the road, one they will have fun with. For instance, look how much fun they had with Camilla. Camilla was the prince. Well, she wasn't the Princess of Wales, but she was dating the Prince of Wales for a while. And then actually, she did become the Princess of Wales because I believe they got married while he was Prince of Wales. Did they stop their little snide attacks on Camilla? Did they stop making fun of her? Did they stop doing this and that? No, 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 no. It only slowed down when Charles became king. And truth be told, it slowed down once. And truth be told, it slowed down once definitely Charles became king. But it also slowed down once they started picking on Harry and Meghan. Let's also not forget. But let's bring it back to this awe-inspiring. I don't know. I have to ask you guys in the comments if these reports are true, and I do believe they are true. And you can't believe that they're only negotiating with money. And Harry's has some of the best lawyers in the world, so I'm sure they'll write a contract that you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you cannot do that. This is what you agree, because yes, you have free speech, but free speech can be traded upon with legal agreements. You can agree, I will not say or I will not do something with your legal agreements. So where are we at? And I got to ask you, if you believe 100%, and I do, that they've offered a huge settlement, huge, and for Harry, who's already a multi-millionaire, this has to be huge for them to say, for them to offer him that. And them offering, right, for them to offer a massive settlement. This is according to the Royal Rota. Okay? What does that mean? They said and do you think they'll take it? I 100% think they should take it. I don't care. Sussex Flood. Let's argue in the comments. I 100% believe they should take it. 100%. Let me tell you something. Do you know why? Because it's like, I feel like what's going on with the newspaper is, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? This settlement proves they are right. Okay? It proves it. He got this way. It proves they are right. But also, if they take this settlement, it proves they can be happy. It proves they can be also, they will be happy too. Just hear me out. Well, what's going on with this whole Elon? Like, what's going on right now? Okay. I feel like it is a harbinger. Remember how Mark Zuckerberg was like, oh, we're going to stop. We're going to bring back aggressive masculinity, stop moderating comments, stop doing this, stop doing that, right? they're going to all bring it back. The Murdoch group controls a lot. I feel like even if they do win on paper, right? They can't fight a whole global news media. Nor should they have to. They have to get back to living their lives, loving on themselves, focusing on their ventures. They cannot literally spend the rest of their lives slaying dragons, playing whack-a-mole. And that's exactly what will happen. By the Murdoch group refusing to run the more untrue, salacious things about them, that means that they can enjoy some semblance of life. They can enjoy an even playing field. Let's be real. The same way we talk about, and by we, I mean me, we talk about Kate, we talk about William, we talk about Camilla. You cannot stop people from talking about you or having an opinion about you, whether it's good or negative. What you can do is stop major news organizations printing coordinated smear campaigns and hit pieces meant to completely disrespect you, your family, cause strife, and cause the worst. You can ensure by taking this that your children, when you get old enough, that the royals will not be able to mobilize the royal rota and the UK press to harass your children, to show up at their grade school, to pay their friends off to say, oh, was Lilibet smoking too? Was Archie doing reds? I'm not implying that either of them would, but you know the way they make up stories. You know the way they pay people. So they can't interview people, Archie's teacher, and be like, oh my God, he's such a demon child. Like, they can't start the same BS they do with with Harry and Meghan. Why? Because, and let's think about this again, because at the end of the day, the Murdoch group will not be paying the royal rota and will not be paying for front page news. And let me just tell you something. Before Harry and Meghan, they are great money makers. But before Harry and Meghan, they were making money before. And they will make money again. They will find somebody new to demonize. They will find somebody new to rip apart. Zara, Mike Tyndall, I mean, he's a bit of a weirdo, right? A little bit of a philanderer, right? They will look at Beatrice, Eugene. They will look at Beatrice's husband, Eduardo, and that little thing. They will maybe even start looking at Camilla's children. Because at the end of the day, the system is more important than the parts. And the royal family is not Rupert Murdoch's whole system. The royal family overestimated their own importance. And they never thought that Harry would get enough evidence to truly take them down, or at the very least, open them to liability. Now, why would they make such a great concession to Harry? Well, it's obvious, because it's not just Harry. They do this with world leaders, allegedly. They do this with politicians. They do this with celebrity. They do this with average people. If you blow the lid off of what they're doing and you hold them accountable, that means that everybody that's ever been intimidated or harassed by the Murdoch group now has evidence, and this could literally lead to the fall of their empire. Now, listen, I know what you're saying. Harry should do it for the good fight. You guys, Harry has children. Harry has a wife that he loves. Harry has already given and sacrificed so much of his life, his family, his mental sanity, his wife's mental sanity. And I'll be honest with you, the word I wrote for Harry, yeah, it worked out. But for a lot of other people, it won't. The Murdoch group will fight to make sure it doesn't go down. So even if Harry fights it and gets a settlement, yeah, it's going to help other people and it's going to make problems, but there's no guarantee it's going to take down the Murdoch group. So what would you do? What would you do? I'm asking you honestly, what would you do? What's worth it? The money, the settlement, the peace that comes with it? You've been vindicated. You were right. And I believe even more than the Murdoch group, his biggest threat is his family and that system that wants to see Meghan gone, whether it's in a tunnel, in my opinion, whether it's under the ground. And here's the thing, if Meghan leaves Harry, they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop because they need to use Meghan And they're not going to treat Harry better too. The royal family. They need to send a message to anyone that dares leaves the royal family or anybody non-white that dares marry into the royal family, that we will make your life a living hell, and don't you ever think this is how the system protects itself. Isn't it? So what do you think? Honestly, what do you think? I think he should take it. I think it should be codified, and I think that it is a stunning victory. You guys, regardless of what happens, he has slayed this dragon, and that is something that he should be proud about, but something the royal family is melting down about. Their vendetta and their hold over Harry is over. If Harry takes the deal. But let me know what you think in the comments, all right? I'll talk to you later. Bye.